Yo, it's your boy RZ here. Man, we sitting here on the deck, Panama City Beach, Florida. And we just chilling. We're just chilling. Today is Asking Mondays from Matthew chapter 4. And we put out some big questions. One of the biggest questions that we put out today was, who am I? You know, my boy Tony Robbins said, man, it's all about identity. How do you see your future self? How do you see yourself in 10, 15 years? How do you see yourself? Do I see myself sitting here on the beach instructing? Man, I see myself, man, that's a big question. I see myself as coaching, more of awakening. Getting a lot of people to just think about these. This is my recipe. Everybody got their own recipe. So this is my recipe. My recipe is using these 4 books. I'm gonna go grab them. I'm gonna be right back. All right, I'm back. This is what I've been reading all day today. It's upside down, yeah. I've been reading my Go for No today. Got my 4 agreements. I already got my favorite part bookmarked. Guess where it's at? Always do your best. And then, I got the one thing. But just using all those are just ingredients. Just ingredients in my mix. Woke up this morning, as I say, I'm still here, right? Jumped in my Bible. I read a couple of verses out of 2 Corinthians chapter 9. I read some verses out of that. It was talking about God will supply seed to the sower. And that seed could be anything. That seed, see, the deal is, we are sowers. Sowers of the word, or teachers. Like I was telling my wife, everybody at the end of the day, it's going to end up being in teaching. They got to teach somebody something. Everybody want to teach something. That's how you share. That's how you share your gift. That's where you get the most reward. And somebody else learn how to flip that pancake right, or make that steak right, or cut that grass right, or cut their hair, or put in the braids, whatever it is that you've already taught them. That's what it's about. But he said he would give seed to the sower. Meaning that, hey, look, Lord, I want to be a teacher. I want to teach the youth in the high schools on how to start thinking for themselves at an early age. But I don't know how. Can you please provide seed? And what kind of seed that's going to be? That seed is going to come in the form of knowledge and wisdom. Now, if I need to be giving money to charities, then that seed can come in monetarily. So I was reading that. I said, man, God of abundance, abundance, abundance. Then that made me think about my Lauren Scovel Sheehan. She had a quote to come in that I come into the world already financed by God with all that I need already on my pathway. Go into my boy Bob Proctor. Bob said, yeah, you know what? You was born rich. So, but from that, I was thinking about my boy Bob. I said, Bob, you know what, man? You keep talking about making a paradigm shift. How can you shift that paradigm? You never got to that part, but I got to finish watching that. So I'm going to share that with you guys as well, too. But yeah, I got into the paradigm shift. And that paradigm shift he was talking about identity. Same thing Tony talking about. How do you see your future self? How do you describe yourself? Tony went in detail, say, the future self, how do you describe yourself? When they say, I see, who are you? Would I say I'm a father? Would I say I'm a salesperson? Would I say I'm a husband, a mentor? How would I describe myself? And I just, I think it's got to be a teacher. Man, I'm a teacher. I'm a teacher of what? That's gonna be the thing, right? Because I got to sit down, I got to think that through. Because having that one thing, we got to focus. It's got to be one thing. What do you want to teach? I think the thing that I love more than teachers is, oh yeah, I came up with it. And I'm gonna put it on my new shirt. That's what I'm supposed to be doing too. It's gonna say, do it to life, stop procrastinating. I like that. Stop procrastinating. Or should it be stop procrastination? I don't know. This thing churning. First thing that came into my mind was stop procrastinating. But now I'm thinking maybe it's stop procrastination. I don't know. I think it's procrastinating. I think procrastinating go good. People always recognize that. And a lot of times when you talk to folks, when I talk to people, they identify themselves with procrastinating. I'm a procrastinator when it comes to that area of my life. And that's the area of life we're trying to do it to. So, but I was going through Go For No earlier today. One of the chapters that's popped out to me. I mean, this is a short book. I showed it to my wife. My wife said, man, this book is short. But look at here. One of the chapters, look at that. The other me. The other me, that's the future self. Go to the future, all the way to the end of that person, not knowing how you're going to get there. Because me and my wife, we was talking, and she was talking about her future. She said, yeah, but first I know in order for those people to listen to me, I have to have the accolades. I said, yeah, that's true. But in order to be this future self, those accolades had to already happen. We're past the accolades. We're going past the accolades to the future self. See, that's what we do a lot of times. A lot of times we get stuck at the accolades, at the acceptance. You know, hey, I got this step that I got to do first in order to go to this step. Well, hey, I'm not going. We go all the way to the end. See, that's what happened. Maybe we hadn't went far enough. That's why that picture of the future self is still unclear, because we hadn't went far enough. More questions, more deeper, and go far enough into the future, into the end. Because if it's still unclear, still uncertain, and you still got some fear, then you're not at the end yet. Because once you get to the end, that's the happy place. Because it's all been done. All the stuff has been done. It's over with. It's finished. So you at the end, that's when you had the champagne in your hand. This is what they say on TV. This is my boy Jim Fannin said. It's December 31st. It's the best year you ever had in your life. Stand on top of the Empire State Building, ringing in the new year. You and all your best friends toasting to the best year ever. What happened? Now we toasting the best year ever, but he's not thinking, but I got to get the accolades before I can have the best year ever. No, he said we already there. Let's go there with this imagination. That's what we hadn't been using, imagination. So let's go there and then come backwards, all the way back to the present, and we got to come back far north to it so small that we can flick it over with a finger. So then you know what I've been asking today. So I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna dig in a little bit deeper, just to a little bit more Bob Proctor. And this next video, I'm gonna shoot that probably in the morning. Just shoot it in the morning. It's your boy RZ here. Do it the life of life. Do it. You do it to it. That like button, that thumbs up, that subscribe. Woo-hoo. Peace out. Do it to it.